Welcome back to Bitcoin Advisors. My name is Chris, bringing it to you here from a beautiful Westlake Village, California. It is Monday, November 22nd, and we do have some very important things to talk about today. And I want to preface this whole conversation by saying, hey, hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving and takes some time to reflect upon all the things that we're grateful for, including our dear friend Bitcoin. And so what is Bitcoin doing right now? Hanging out around 58,000. And, you can't get too fearful when Bitcoin is still, in my opinion, hanging out near all-time highs. For those of you who were not around, last year Bitcoin was 15,000. And we just had, an unabated run here from, let's see, 30,000 in May to 69,000. So I would, again, be kind of looking for another day or two of some boring price action. But until Bitcoin can come back up here and try and put in a lower high, I would be expecting that bounce to play out. And that 618 Fibonacci retracement is coming in right at about, call it 64,000. So unless Bitcoin can get back above there, it's just going to be this game of, is this going to be a lower high or not? On the medium-term time frames, like a daily, right? We just, we could get a correction with any kind of a daily closure below this last lower low with the move probably down to around 51,000. So that's just general bias right there. Top 5 best coins today. We got Voyager up 24%, Curve up 13%, Sandbox coming in a winner again, up 12%, Cosmos up 11%, IOTA up 11%. And so some of these altcoins are continuing to run. As you'll notice, Bitcoin dominance here is getting rejected once again at this 44% mark. And we did say we needed a weekly or a daily closure above this level to get the next leg up, probably up to about 48%. Fear and Greed Index is coming in here at a 50. So neutral, small tick up from last week. And I would say if we do get a read down here around, below 25, if people get rather fearful and it turns below 25, that'd be a very good indicator, strong indicator of bottom being put in. We do have open interest at about 14 billion. So it took a little leg down from the 15 billion, but still near the highs. The global leverage ratio is slightly down, but still near all-time highs. So I am expecting just a rather big move incoming. And we did say last week, the bulls needed to take over kind of by reclaiming 65,000 if they wanted to stay in control. They didn't quite do it. And I would say the bulls still have a chance to put in a bounce here. And I do look at that as a great possibility right now. And so how would we confirm a bear trap? Again, if Bitcoin can put in a bounce and reclaim a daily closure above 64,100, I would look at that as a bear trap. So trapping those bears and the bulls take over. Now, what else do I want to take a look at on the 4-hour? Again, this is one of the reasons why I'm thinking, Bitcoin probably puts in a bounce, but we have BBBWP contracting here. So volatility is contracting, and that's more indicative of a bounce. I do want to pull up the 5-day chart here. And this is where, it could look a little concerning. But any kind of a 5-day closure below, 56,000 is very likely going to beget continuation to our yellow 21 at about 51,000. If we look at it on a weekly, the yellow 21 is coming in at about 52,000. So a very important region to be keeping our eyes upon. But as I'm talking about some, medium-term bearish things, I want to remind myself on the bi-monthly and the 6-month, where exactly are we at? And on the bi-monthly here, we did just have a new all-time high put in on the bi-monthly, and we closed above the topside shoulder band. So is this normal? I mean, this price action unwinds itself over a few months, right? So that is a continuation long signal in the macro. Additionally, we have a 6-month closing here, and I'll just pull this up on a chart that has a little more price action history. And I want to put the Bollinger Bands on. Where's my BLX index? This is the longest price action history. Okay, so BLX. And we did just have a 6-month closure above the topside shoulder band, and we're going to close the 6-month, which is a very high term time frame, with any kind of a closure above $40,000. So this kind of a closure on a 6-month, new all-time highs above the topside shoulder band, that would give me the bias of another 6 months of upside continuation. So macro bullish, can Bitcoin ebb and flow, $15,000, $20,000? Absolutely. But that's something I wanted to make sure we all, kind of put our focus back in on, as, I do believe Bitcoin has another 6 to 12 months of sideways and up based on the higher term time frames. So very important areas to be watching, though, if you are looking at, possibly a market entry. And again, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but the eyes I would be keeping a very close eye upon here, and I'll just put it on the CME chart so it's easiest. This region right here, 64,100 and 56,000. So a break of either of these, a break of this range to either side, I do believe will produce a pretty decent size move. So that is going to wrap it up on Bitcoin today. I did want to check in on a few of our other coins that we followed up on last week. Sand, absolutely crushed our target there, 412, and is making some new highs. So where would our next target be on this consolidation on a daily? And if you wanted to be more aggressive, any kind of a daily closure above 440 leads to continuation. More conservative, any kind of a daily closure above 467. And that would give us the continuation up to our next target at 523, and then probably deeper, about $6. Invalidation, any kind of a daily closure back below 315. I know that's a huge range, but this thing has been moving quite a bit. And Avalanche, right? And this one is making new all-time highs day in, day out. One of the stronger charts we've absolutely seen. And what I would say is there's our invalidation point. Next target on the last daily consolidation. I'll just move this fib right here. So any kind of if we take out yesterday's high, I'm looking for Avalanche to continue onwards and upwards with the trend. And where's our next target? Coming in at $1.62 and the following at $1.88. Avalanche has really started to get going. Yep. So I think I'm going to leave us off with that for today, guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed week. We'll catch up with a couple more videos before the holidays, but other than that, enjoy your Thanksgiving. Take care.